Okay, this is the last time I'm going to talk about heart-shaped cookie cakes until next Valentine's Day, I promise. But this week I finished up making close to 100 of them total, and I thought it'd be fun if I took you behind the scenes of making that many cookie cakes. For this big of a job, we needed Betty. Betty is my 20-quart mixer. She's relatively new, and I've had lots of people asking me where she's been. But when I'm doing demos for you guys to show you how to make different cookies and things like that, I'm going to use my regular stand mixer because that's what most people have. And I want my content to be relatable to you, that you can do what I'm doing at home. And for the first almost 3 years of my business, all I had is a regular size stand mixer. I did not have this monstrosity behind me. So don't think you need one of these to run a successful cookie business. But I'll tell you, it's a big help. So Betty can handle 10 times my cookie dough recipe for my cookie cakes. And on this day, I made 80 of them. So I did 2 big batches. And what I like to do when I have Betty out is I do all my mixing and get all my dough made up so then I can clean her up and wheel her out of the way because she takes up a lot of room and my kitchen is not that big. So I put all the cookie dough into one of these giant stainless steel bowls. And this is a similar process to when I'm making my regular cookie dough as well. So this was batch number 2 going in the big bowl. That bowl was heavy, let me tell you. I seriously think this should count as strength training because I do a lot of heavy lifting in the kitchen some days, especially when I have Betty out. So here's my giant batch of cookie dough for cookie cake. If you've been following along since January, you'll know that this year I'm doing something new. I'm making my heart-shaped cookie cakes in these little aluminum pans. Don't forget to spray them if you use them. We learned that lesson the hard way. Something I found after baking quite a few of these is that it's really important not to overcrowd these on the cookie sheet. Like I probably could have fit 2 more if I turned those pans a certain way, but I found it significantly increased the bake time. I think because these aluminum pans are sitting on top of the cookie sheet as well, the heat's not getting to them as quickly as if they were directly on the oven grill. So I found by giving them a little bit of breathing room and space between them, they baked a lot better. Some of my larger trays though, I still ended up baking for close to 20 minutes to get them to be fully done. On my test bake, when I only did 4, I was actually only baking them for about 16 minutes. So it's one of those things you just kind of have to play with, especially when you're doing multiple pans and different sizes. We're always learning when we're in the kitchen. So this is me celebrating that I finally got all of the cookie dough in those little pans. It actually only took me about 45 minutes, which is not bad. Then once they were all baked, I let them cool completely. I wanted to decorate these the same day, so I actually popped them in the freezer to cool even quicker. And then I got to decorating. I had been filming so long this day that my battery actually died on my phone and cut my video off. But here's a sneak peek at the good majority of them all done and decorated. These are so popular, I probably could have sold 200 of them. But I also did 350 gourmet cookies, which I'll get to in tomorrow's video. From one baker to another, I highly recommend putting these on your menu. That's all for tonight. We'll see you next time.